Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alfa Mahmud. I'm from SMP Negeri 1 Sangatta Utara. In this wonderful opportunity, I would like to bring you a speech. Indonesia is under flood attack. Almost all countries in the world experience flood problems, including Indonesia. Floods and landslides have hit several areas in Indonesia in recent times. The regional and central government always suffer huge losses due to widespread floods and paralyze all population activities. Floods impact on both individuals and communities and have social, economic, and environmental consequences. The consequences of floods vary greatly depending on the location and extent of flood and the vulnerability and value of the natural and constructed environments they affect. There are so many environmental problems that can cause flooding, and the problems have become very complex. There are 7 causes of flooding, namely 1. Very high rainfall. 2. Development that is not environmentally sound. 3. Lack of public awareness of environmental cleanliness. 4. The absence of a good urban drainage planning and maintenance system. 5. The occurrence of land subsidence. 6. Irresponsible natural resource mining activities. 7. Excessive exploitation of the forest. The impact of floods. As most people are well aware, the immediate impacts of flooding include loss of human life, damage to property, destruction of crops, loss of livestock, and deterioration of health conditions owing to waterborne diseases. As communication links and infrastructure such as power plants, roads, and bridges are damaged and disrupted, some economic activities may come to be a standstill. People are forced to leave their homes and normal life is disrupted. Similarly, disruption to industry leads to loss of livelihoods. Damage to infrastructure also causes long-term impacts such as disruptions to supplies of clean water, wastewater treatment, electricity, transport, communication, education, and healthcare. Loss of livelihoods, reduction in purchasing power, and loss of land value in the floodplains can leave communities economically vulnerable. How to cope with floods? Number 1. Do not litter. Piles of rubbish that covered the floodgates so that the water could not flow and eventually it overflowed everywhere. Number 2. Doing greening. The second way to deal with flooding is to do greening. Tree roots have the ability to absorb water effectively and then lock it up, making it groundwater that can be used for another time. Number 2. No illegal logging. Forests are the balance of the world. For example, forests are the lungs of the earth. The earth can breathe because of the forest. Forests rich in trees can absorb water through the roots. Number 4. No illegal mining. Mining that does not follow the procedures and regulations from the government will cause damage to the environment, habitat, and ecosystem, so that it can disrupt and even threaten the survival and existing biodiversity. Number 5. Organize good city planning. Good city planning must have a water use channel and a good drainage system that will not overflow due to flooding and have a green open space. Number 6. Create a good drainage system. The drainage or irrigation system is one thing that really plays a role in relation to flood prevention. Number 7. Regulate the discharge of water discharge. Where it rains heavily, we need to open the floodgates so the river wider so that there is no overflow which can eventually hit the surrounding areas. Number 8. Make underground drains. Underground water flow will help drain water to other places so that it does not stagnate and cause flood. Number 9. Make a bipore hole. A bipore hole is a hole like in the ground with a certain depth and is filled with plants whose function is to infiltrate water. So, those are various ways that can be done to overcome the flood disaster. But the essence of all of this is the human behavior factor itself that must be changed, namely commitment, discipline, and courage and breakthroughs in policy makers, including the courage to enforce the law consistently. We must to act now, right now. Don't waste time any longer. I can do this. You can do this. We can do this together. Because together we are strong. Good morning and thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.